Hi. I may have to. We may have to fix that after stream. Oh my god. It might be an after stream thing. Hi. How's it going, chat? Okay. I did too. It might be an after. I thought if I like, you know how mods I did the restart thing or whatever. I thought maybe if I just restart everything, but it didn't work. How we doing, chat? How we doing, chat? So much stuff. If you didn't think Polito could be any gayer, there's that. Well, I heard them, so I don't know. I don't know. Ugh. Why is it?
You don't seem to accept that you are. Well, hello.
What?
Oh God, it's so cute already.
Why
it's
does
so
it
cute.
sound like that? Thank you, Dara, for the resub. I don't know why it sounded so high pitched. It worked? Just... I don't know why it's like that, though. I don't know. Can I? What am I doing? Oh, it was. It was very, yeah. Hold on. Let me do this one thing real quick, and then we'll see if I can fix it. City's in her feels, chat. We gotta go do shit. Come on. See if I did. Oh, don't you do it. Who's back? God, there's so much happening. Oh. Also, chat, I was so hungry. So I got like a bunch of food from Raising Cane's, and I ate like maybe a fourth of it, and I'm so full. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Did you heard the alerts though, yeah? Why? Can I do this? That didn't do anything. It's just high pitched. Yeah, I heard that. I heard it. I just making sure y'all heard it. Why? So I don't know what happened. No. Ugh. So if you read in my meta chat, kind of rough story, right? City's upset that she didn't get invited to Sunday shit. Kiki basically told her, hey, this is happening, and didn't invite her. So she's... Oh, shit. Just a little annoyed. She kind of feels like she is always the one that plans things, that writes notes, does thoughtful things. Yes, Kiki buys gifts. Yes, Kiki does small things. But you know, there are times it'd be nice to have it reciprocated. That's not what I wanted to do. So, I feel like if it comes up, she's gonna tell her. City's also gonna be kind of in like, we're about to get married this month, and she just has like personal goals and shit. So, so yeah. Sure, I still have the things in there. I may have some. Nope, I don't. So, just the frustration a little bit. And it's like, for her, I have something in my eye today, chat. It just feels like this never-ending eyelash. She's gonna tell her. I think she's kind of also like, you did get this new job, and Saturday you were super busy. You also had time to hang out with other people, and I kind of make myself busy when I know you're gonna be busy, so unless, it's a club thing or whatever, right? But, yeah. I think Sydney's just very... And it's like, Sydney could have asked, hey, can I go? Can I go with you to this thing? But I feel like Sydney would have felt very like, I want you to want me to go. Does that make sense? And I feel like you didn't want me to go, otherwise you would have asked. I don't know. So... It's just communication. But I think it's like... And this isn't like... Yeah. And I think it's also like, Sydney's like... Sydney's not super upset with Kiki. She's a little upset about the Sunday thing, because it's like, you told Sydney, hey, I'm going to this thing, and didn't invite her. Does that make sense? And she's like, well, but then I would have invited myself, and then it would have been real awkward, because, like, I would have felt like this, and I feel like there would have been a little leftover tension from it. And Sydney's also like, Kiki's not had, like, a really committed relationship as much as Sydney and Kiki are. So Kiki doesn't... I don't know how to phrase this. This is the best way I'm going to phrase it, and then maybe y'all can understand and we move on. But Kiki doesn't know how to, like, just act, like, just be like, oh yeah, right? No cars there. So in Sydney's mind, she's like, you didn't ask, so I'm not gonna be like, hey, can I go? That looked like that was a car in there. I keep distracting myself. Hold on. So in Sydney's brain, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, and so Sydney understands that, but Sydney's like, but still, that doesn't take away how I feel. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. um, yeah. But she doesn't, like, she's like, I'm not mad at Kiki, but I'm also hurt. So it's like, I'm not mad at you, I'm not upset with you, I still want to marry you, but you should have invited me, and I shouldn't have had to ask. And I think even, like, when they were fishing on Saturday, God, I have something in my eye, I just will not. It's like an eyelash, I can feel it too, and I hate it. Um, it's even like with this whole relay race, she was like, well, you could get some people, or Cindy can ride around with you in the air, in the helicopter, and just have that moment. So, God, it's cold. Where are we going? Where's that? What is it? And I think also, okay, so also something, I watched a TikTok the other day. What do you mean, tomato? I also have watched this thing on TikTok to like change the way you word things is not use exclamation points when you would. So like use periods instead of exclamation points. And so see when I see you isn't a dig or anything to her, right? It's more of you're really busy. I've basically said, hey, you're going to be busy because now you have another job that's a government job and you're going to have all this stuff on your plate. Plus, there's Pride Month. Plus, it's wedding month. You're going to have a lot of shit on your plate. So she's saying things, and Kiki's probably taking them a certain way, which, oh, see, I know she is. But Kiki's taking them away that. But see, I think the thing is I think Kiki doesn't also. Because Kiki's like I said in MetaChat, I don't like the excuse of, well, we're both busy. Okay, yes, we are. But we also can make time for each other, even if it's 10, 15 minutes here and there. It's not like a big thing. That was the whole point of the Wednesday dates, was to make time for each other, right? And it's like the Sunday thing would have been real fun. Yes, we were with other people, and there was, it wasn't going to be quote unquote a fun day, but also it was a fun day, and it would have been fun to do together. Ooh. So anyway, that's just kind of the way Sydney's feeling right now. And you know, and Kiki makes time for people throughout the day. And also, Sydney, I mean, obviously there's going to be exceptions to this. That was like, obviously there's going to be exceptions to this, right? Probably not. Not with what I'm doing right now. I swear if there is dang it. Anything good in here? But Sydney's not gonna be like, oh my god, let's do stuff, because he already hit these. That's wild. There. But that's the biggest thing, is I think it's like, and like she left that note, like she turned off her phone, right? For those of y'all that didn't read the meta chat, she left that note because she didn't want to have her phone on, because she knew people were going to post about Sunday stuff, and she was going to make probably a comment that she'd regret later, because Sydney is very much of the person, of the thought, she is the person, I don't know, where she is going to think before she speaks. Now, not always. There's going to have to be moments where you just react. But there's also going to be moments where you can think before you speak, right? And I feel like if Sydney had seen all these pictures and Kiki's with all these people, would have been like, you know, it would have been nice to go do that with you. But we didn't. And you don't see the frustration of that, I guess, is the best way to explain that. Also, I want to change my outfit channel. What I didn't want to do in no. Hold on. But that's kind of where Sydney's at. I'm not upset with you, but I'm hurt. If that makes sense. You had this very easy thing that you could have asked and initiated, but you didn't. Yeah. I may just do it at the city. Oh no, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's go. I'm gonna go change my clothes really quick. Ooh. So that's the biggest thing for Sydney, is she's not mad. It's not changing anything. She's just hurt. Her feelings are hurt. And then it's like, and then she has other little things that bug her, but it's probably things she's probably not going to bring up to Kiki, just because they're not really Kiki issues. Like, you know, the fact that Tommy reaches out to her instead of reaching out to Cindy about the traffic stop stuff. And, you know, easily could have found her number if he didn't have it already. Yeah, I thought about that, and then I totally forgot chat because I was trying to get out Play-Doh. But that's the frustration right now. Ugh. God, it hurts so bad. And also it's very hot, chat. Heated already. Where is it? There it is. Hold on. Wait, stop for a second. Where is it? We're technically pan. This is pan, yeah? Oh, that's asexual. Sydney's technically pan. That's pan, isn't it? I looked this up because I forget. This is technically. Oh, this is pan. Okay. That's pan. Okay. That's we're technically pan. Cause I can't wait to fall in. Okay. Wait to fall in love with me. Let me see. Go back this way. What's the other? Where was it? Please. Ugh. Huh. I can't wait to fall in love. Mm. I was looking for someone else. Mm. Where am I going? Uh. Oh. Uh. Dang it. Go. Shit. Trunk. No, that's not. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. What happened to him? I felt so bad about that, but it was so funny. It was so funny. I felt so bad because I love Cole, but it was so good. Ugh. What did happen? Well, okay, first off, let me ask the question. Do we know who got him? Ugh. I'm assuming fucking... Because wasn't like Sally or someone coming to get him? So I'm feeling like she came and got him probably shortly after. Oh, the house. I'm assuming at least. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, Cal. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what happens when I read chat. Oh, okay. Ground beef. Oh my god. It was so funny. God, it was so funny. Oh, so funny. I felt so bad, but I was so proud of myself. I was like, that's what I need to do is just sit there and yap for like 20 minutes and then just be like, oh, zip tie. It was so funny. We carried all that cash up to Lido, I think. Oh, that piece of hair. Eat it. I think I took all that cash up to Lido, I think. All right. You
Sorry,
good?
sorry. Yeah, sorry. I thought you were gonna move.
Hmm.
That's just me being blind.
That's okay. That's okay.
Have a nice day.
You too. I know who that is. Okay. Hmm. Oh. Ow. Ah, my body hurts.
Look at that.
God. How we doing, Chad? How we doing? Chilling, eating. I could go back to sleep easy, I feel like. I also feel like if I went to sleep right now, my body would go, cozy and eating. Such a mood. Like, if I went to sleep right now, I would probably hate my life. What are these? Those are cute. Where's this road go? I'm curious now. We're just gonna drive random roads for a minute. Okay, locals just doing local things. This thing in my eye is so annoying. I mean, we've taken, yeah, like Bonan said, we've taken her for ATMs, but Cindy's also not gonna do it. Like, hey, let's go for a full-fledged, do all the crime while you just sit. Like, I just feel like Cindy's gonna be like, I mean, I'll do it every now and again, but I ain't gonna do it. If that makes sense. These stuff just don't make sense. Like, if they're going somewhere and Cindy just happens to have the pink cracker in her car, and she just is like, you know, we go do this real quick with you in the car. Yeah, but like, I don't think she's gonna intentionally go, let's pick her up and take her and go do shit. But does that make sense? I don't know. Does that make sense where Cindy's at? Also, I think it was kind of funny that Kiki doesn't do it like all the time. Like Kiki does it, but she doesn't do it very routinely. How she pinged while we're sitting. I'm gonna. That like, she never pings us. Like she does sometimes. Like if she knows we're in a chase or something, or she's checking to make sure we're not in jail or whatever. But she doesn't do it like as a routine, right? I just found funny how we're sitting at VU just chilling. Yeah. She pings up, she's happy. And then I'm like, well, this might look weird, but it's not what it looks like. I'm literally just sitting in the car. But it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. And I don't like that arc of cheating. I think cheating arcs are So I just, ugh. It was funny to me though. I was like, you never like, it's not a thing that she does regularly. And so the fact that she did that cracked me up. Yeah. Well, and she was, okay, like, let's be fair. Cindy really doesn't do anything unless Kiki's the middle shit. Saturday was prime example. Kiki was doing shit, so Cindy was like, I'll do shit. And I, you know, now that, I think the little thing that Cindy is miffed about is the fact that, like, she was hanging out with Skylar Greg Quinn, who, Kiki knows that Cindy's not a fan of her. So, I go. Let's see, what's this way? Hide in here for a second. But like, we're not gonna go. I think you told me about that, Tomato. That's funny. But like, Sydney's not gonna go do that. Like, Sydney's not gonna go to the VU. I think I don't even know if this case if it was. I think even if the case was like a friend was there and she just literally went to stop and like tip them really fast and leave. I don't even know if Sydney would do that. Like, Sydney is so fucking loyal to her. Like if Kiki was not, if Sydney and Kiki weren't a thing, or Kiki just wasn't in the scope, I just don't think Sydney would be with anyone. Like, there's no one else I would put with Sydney, TBH. There are like never any cars here when I want them there to be cars. But it's just funny to me. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I just thought it was kind of funny. Like, this woman never pinged Sydney, except like a handful of times. And the one time she does it, she's at VU. And I was just sitting there finishing my food that I had ordered like hours before. Okay. Johanna's different though. Johanna, I feel like, is a very different character though. I don't know what Johanna's a mess, dude. And now she's done. Yum. Ooh. Why am I like just never any cars on the sign. Ah! Dude, I love the lighthouse. Like, okay, there's just no cars anywhere. I got a cramp. Why are we already having cramps? Ow. Okay, today's just a money day. Okay, got it. right in here. What? Yep. I'm telling you, I feel like what happens is I get like a bunch of luck and I get a bunch of good shit, and then all of a sudden, like for a week or so, even more than that, it just feels like nothing happens. You. Okay. Fuck this. Ugh. Where is it? Ugh. Let's see. Way to get over there. Hold on. Mm. Ugh. Ow. Oh, my back shot. Oh, that would be funny. That would be actually funny. Ugh. Oh. Uh. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, it'd be funny if they sent something. That'd be funny. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, oh, no, 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 we'll send that. No, 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 ma'am, no, sir. I don't think she would either. Oh, I need to pee again. I honestly, I don't think she would send one right now. I think she needs to get out of her shit. Why did you read Fun 1 and Bees? I guess I don't. I guess that's meta, so never mind. Press this. Okay. Huh. Huh. Oh my god, my melody. Ooh. There's that piggy. Where does this go? I just don't think Cindy would do it right now. I think Cindy is very like, I'm not mad at you. It's almost very, I'm not mad at you, I'm just disappointed. Let's see. Gonna, no. Okay, I'm just not meant to lockpick right now. That's what I'm learning today. Ah. Frick you. I run away. Ooh, 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 ooh. chat. I'm gonna pull over. I need to run a restroom real bad. Real quick. Be right back, Chuck. Why are you yelling? What is happening? Scooch you. Dang it. Okay. Do we have cash at Pluto? Maybe. Okay. Oh my god. I still go straight? I know, so I have to go this way. Oh, hi, Coyote. Where is John? Could you check and see fitted for wedding. Also, see, she's going to make this point too, chat. She's going to make this point to Kiki. But Kiki does this thing, and it's getting annoying to the point where Cindy's like, one or two times I'm fine with, but Kiki says my wedding. She didn't say our wedding, my wedding, right? So, we're going to start saying things like this in this kind of a setting. So, could you check and see who still needs to be fitted for our wedding? I know James and Gemma need it, but there might be someone else that I am missing. But yeah. But I think the thing is like Sydney has told Kiki many times. God, my eye. Sydney has told Kiki, like, if you wanted to elope today, tomorrow, I'd be down. If you wanted something super small, I'd be fine with it. But I think when what Sydney hears and maybe even feels when Kiki does that is Sydney's there just to play a role, to fill a spot. And Sydney's like, no, that's not how that's gonna work. So, let's go. Is there anyone open? It's kind of up here. Going. Hi, Canadian. Canadian's here. But I think that's Sydney's main thing, is it's like, and then she just kind of feels like nobody reaches out to Sydney. This is outside of Kiki stuff, right? But nobody reaches out to Sydney unless they need her. Let's see if I can get this one. But it's not a. Oh, it's gonna be fucked. Yeah. But Sydney is very like, I'm fitting this mold with a lot of people / groups, and I'm starting to learn that that's just how it's gonna be kind of a thing. Which Sydney shouldn't feel that way, but I feel like that's where she's at. You know. So Sydney's feeling a lot of things. Oops. Oh, actually, chat. I meant to do this, and then we just stayed on this playlist. It's like the default playlist of what I have. Let's see. See. Why? I love you. I love your face. Ugh. Perfect. This is exactly. updated. The Pride playlist 2025. I need to put some Pride stuff up. God. It's wild. She hates us, chat. God. God. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. Can I have two strawberry pancakes and two hazelnut iced coffees?
Sure can.
And that is all I need. That's a cute fit. That's a cute fit.
What's your state ID?
16143. Yeah, it's just really cute. What song, Bodan? What are you doing, Bodan? No. No, Bodan. No. No, Bodan.
There you go. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You as well.
God. I'm not doing that. Cannot. Yes, we're gonna refund that one. Can somebody refund that for me, please? Because I am not. Also, Sunday into Monday, I had like a migraine, and it was the weirdest thing. Can I stack these? Oh, bet. Wild. Oh, I didn't.
I'll
Dang it.
call you back as soon as I clock out. Bye. Check's just cleared. Oh yeah.
Do I do? Just had an idea, chat. Ooh. Somebody's. Oh, look at him. Um. Hold on, I had idea, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Because I never liked the back side of this. Hold on. Ooh. Hold on. Mm. Always the back part looked weird to me. I don't know why. Huh. Also, I've thought about this here stuff for Sydney. I don't know why. I don't know why. there. God, driving through your eyes is pain. I do this thing where I go on Pinterest and I look up outfits for 5M girls just to see if there's like something like a combo of clothes that I've never thought of before. And there was this girl with that hair, and I was like, huh, that's an interesting hair combo. Lanyard cars, yeah. I'll head up that way here in a minute. Just do another little drive through here. See if that bus is there. Our hands are good now? Question? Bus is not there. Na, 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 na. God. Leaf scared me. God. Whew. Ugh. Hmm. Ow. How much? 20. Club. And Ruby? Nope. Get this repaired. Try it. No. God. Why did they take the turn like that? Also, chat, I am very, very tired. So, well, I'm not very tired. That was a little bit too much. I'm tired. So I don't know if this will be a super long stream, but I do think you can. Okay. You probably gonna do a long-ish one tomorrow. I am. That's my thought right now. Oh my eye. No, no, no. Ow, ow. No. Type C. PSP. PSP, this one in here. Hello? That one all the way there. Okay. I always think, for some reason, I get those confused. I don't know why. Limitless and PSP, I for some reason get those two confused like all the time. Nope. Please. Okay. Wicked. Ah.
For the total work then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
Looked
neat.
like Winston.
Oh, sorry.
Hi up.
Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. What you been doing to this?
All the things.
Nice.
All the things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
Recently took off the hood, doing a sick jump in the salt flat, so you know.
Ooh.
Yeah, honestly, it's hard not to do a sick jump.
Yeah, like that one rock always gets in my way, and I'm like, ugh, okay.
Yeah, every time.
Happens.
Oh, what's your stat ID, love?
16143. Yeah. True. Very, very true.
Let me just clean these windows up a bit.
Even though it's dinked up and kind of dirty, it looks still nice though. I love the color.
Yeah, that pearlescent's fucking great on this.
Yeah. Really pops.
Yeah, it's
you
my
could change the
fiance's
color of the
favorite
caliper.
color, so you know, it kind of
Nice.
stands out from everyone else's.
That it does. That it does.
Mm.
If only you could change the caliper colors though. Make them green too. Oh,
Yeah, we're hoping we can at some point.
if only.
Just
If
say.
only.
Ugh.
Alright, let's have a look.
Ew.
I think you're just glad you've got this engine brace in here at the minute.
Yum.
It might be a bit more fuck without this, honestly.
Nice.
Oh,
Alright, all sorted for you, love.
thank you so much. Y'all
No
be
problem
safe.
at all. Yeah, you too. Catch you later.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Always do.
Alrighty. I'm gonna take a mini break chat. We can chat. I'm going to finish my food. got a little hungry again, so let's find a little spot. Is it the cove? We're good. Can chat have food? Sure. I say go somewhere and sit chat for like 15 minutes at the most, if not. God. Also get gas. Hi, Senpai. How you doing? Ugh. God. Can I get on there? No, I can't. Original plan was better idea. Huh. Ooh, land. Okay, since we found that there are mountain lions here, we're gonna. Ooh. Ooh. Just gonna sit here. All right, chat. How we doing, chat? Ooh, nice. That sounds so good. Uh, my hair today. What games were you playing? How did I am just chilling, chat. And eat for a minute. Oh god. I'll come back in a second. Find him. Okay. Huh? Oh, greenhouse. I was like, what is that? I understand now. I see your neat chat. I was getting the shakes. Ugh. Ugh. How we doing, chat? How we doing, chat? I am. Ugh. Ugh. Oh no, pretzel. Oh. Ugh. Oh. When did those start, Pretzel? It's so hot here today. I'm over it already. It wasn't even hot, but it was. Yeah, it's 83, but it felt a lot hotter when I went outside than 83. Like, I was so ready to be inside. I wasn't even out very long. I got gas for my car and had to go do a couple other things. And just standing out to get gas, I was like, I'm already hot. I hate this. That's. Ooh. Oh, gotcha. It feels hotter than 83. But, you know. That's. Ugh. Mm. Ugh. Damn. Tomato, I went to Vegas a couple years ago. More than a couple, but a while ago. And I went like, I want to say it was like mid-July. And I hated it. My plan landed at like 1 in the morning, Vegas time. And it felt like it was like noon, like heat wise. And I was like, no, I'm good. I just, ugh, hated every minute of it. Mm. I could not live in Vegas. I hated it. Mm. No, I'm good. See, at least my side of Texas, when it's really hot, it feels like I'm in an oven. And when the wind's going or the breeze is going, I feel like I have I have a hair dryer with hot air blowing on me. It's not a good time. I hate it. But it's not San Antonio hot. I would never want that. No. San Antonio was not the vibe. Yeah. I was not a fan of San Antonio. I was not a fan of Vegas. I love San Antonio during Christmas, but no, no, I'm good. Y'all can keep your stuff. I don't want it. No thanks. Mm. Ah. Hmm. The hmm? Mm. I haven't like lived in like a lot of places. My mom's side of the family is in Pennsylvania area, and I'm okay with their weather. I would not want their winters though. Their winters are crazy. Um, um, but their springs are not terrible. I lived and I've visited places and I'm like, oh, maybe. But I don't know. What's she doing? What's that? Eh, crap. Gonna be real, chat. We may not have a super long stream today. I'm getting tired. Let me see. I don't know. I am just like, ugh. I thought maybe I was like a little tired, and I was like, okay, I feel like if I stream, it'll wake me up a little bit. It's not the case, chat. So we will see. But give it like another hour, and then we will go from there. But like right now, my brain is going, I'm just, ugh. But going to try and have a really long day tomorrow. I may do a little Johanna at the beginning of it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going back and forth on that one. Yeah, I don't. I'm just like tired, and I feel like I slept really good last night. So I don't know. I also feel like it's the change of seasons because I feel like sometimes, I don't know. Malcolm. Bam. I don't know. I just, yeah. I don't know. I thought, okay, if I eat, maybe that'll give me energy, and then I'll stream, and that'll give me energy. And that's not happening. So, I don't know. I am just, holy, I'm tired, chat. Well, see, and, okay, so Sunday night, I got up to go to the restroom, and I got like this, and I was like really awake too, which was weird. So I got up for like an hour, and I got this migraine that I don't ever remember having before. Like the very middle of my head, and it just hurt. Like I was crying, it was hurting, but I wasn't like, active. It was like, you know when you get like a pressure headache, that's the way it felt like. So I was just like, ugh. And then Monday, I had a baby one. Like on my left side of my temple, I had a baby one, but not that bad. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's a seasonal thing and I've just never had one before and my brain is just like new thing. Um um I just yeah. I had really bad headache. Like it was bad. And then I took something and I was like, I'm gonna go back to sleep to see if I'm gonna go back to sleep and think if it's like a sleep issue versus a I need to take something for it issue. And I woke up and I had it still, but it was not nearly as bad as like when I went to bed, which was whatever. Nah. It was weird. But yeah. So it was really weird. And I don't remember the last time I've had a migraine like that. It was really weird though. Like I don't remember having a migraine that bad. It was so ugh. 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 Ah. It's a race tomorrow, yeah? Hold on. It's tomorrow. What is today? Yeah, it's tomorrow. Ah. I don't know. I have no idea. My eye. Honestly, it's mostly ready. I've done everything that needs to be done today. Yeah. I have no idea. Let's see, is there any comments? Uh, at 2? So that's early. Huh. Right? 2? Wait, not that one. Where am I going? Not that. Am I stupid? Yes. So 2 to 5. Oh no. Ah. God. I keep knocking things around. What's the date? 27th, yeah? Right? 27th is the wedding. Okay. Yes. Okay. How much chicken do I have here? Okay. I'll save this chicken. We'll eat it off stream. See if I can do this. Trees are great. I swear, one of you show up. Can I? Thank you. Yeah, so we're probably gonna go have this chat with Kiki. And I'm probably going to go bed. Huh? Huh? So you can come in when you get here. Anyone else there? Oh my god, I was. Can I go up this way? Nope. No, please. Don't go that way. Don't go in the water. Don't go in the water. Don't go in the water. Oh, it doesn't. Making sure Skylar isn't there. Ah! God. But yeah, I am planning, especially because that thing is going to be very, very early. Not very early, but like earlier than how things usually. I hate it. I am probably gonna. Trying to think of how early I must start tomorrow. That's 2 my time. Oh, she's not. So is she doing her normal start time, or is she just gonna start when the race starts? Does that make sense? I'm normal start time with Kiki, not. Okay. So it's essentially it's normal for her. It's like today. It's a normal day. That makes sense. She sleeps in. Okay. The plan is normal. Yes. Okay. Okay. Ow, that hurt. Yeah, I don't have energy. I can feel it. But yeah, so we'll start probably like when Kiki's around. Can I turn down? God, I'm tired. Ugh, God. It's so much faster.
I feel so bad for Flint. I do. And Brutus.
Hi, Flinty.
Don't feel bad for Flint.
Am I? Yeah.
He's fine.
Am I stupid? Am I stupid? I'm probably stupid. I'm probably very cooked, chat. She's in front of us, so she's probably in the building.
Yeah, you know if you're on his good side of things, right? You do it
I'm so cooked. I could feel my eyeballs being like, we're all done. Am I blind? I think I'm fine. I'm fine. I just... Huh? What happened? What happened? Hold on, I'm gonna do it again. Am I... Huh?
Hi, honey.
Oh, where are you?
You know,
Oh, you're high. I see. It's like the wall. Hi,
you're good.
Bubba.
Do you want to try walking, or do you want me to carry you? Okay, let's see. You got some stitches out because
No.
he was chewing at them so much. I was starting to wonder
Stinky boy.
if that's what he needed. All right, I'm gonna hold a little harness here, okay? You wanna try this? Go back to the tree with everybody.
Hi, buddy. I started what Sunday? Huh? What happened on Sunday?
That's you in the middle. That's right. Sure, a handsome man's. Mm-hmm.
I have so many questions of people sometimes. You're doing great, buddy.
He's doing so good. We're shaking a little bit. We're almost there. Do you want to keep going? Okay. If it shakes too much, I'm going to pick you up, okay? Hang on. Here, we'll do the rest of the way. You did good today. But hey, it's not itchy anymore, right? Yeah.
For Brutus.
I figured he was chewing on his sutures because they were starting to get itchy.
Why do I sit in the dog pee?
And given that he's healed up, I think that is in fact what was happening. So I've taken them out for now. We'll see what happens.
Gross tasting.
To be fair, I didn't see it until
That's
okay.
not what I wanted.
Oh.
I don't know if that really would have had an effect on him. All right.
Oh my
Here,
god.
let's go for a walk.
Oh my god. I don't want to.
Hello.
Hello.
You feeling okay?
I'm just tired. Why?
Got me worried.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Your
Why?
tits feel a little off, and then you spent the whole weekend looking at
Why,
the
Kiki?
wall. And...
Oh.
Is everything okay?
Oh no, Kiki. Mm,
Can't tell me.
No, I don't know how to start this conversation.
Okay.
I mean, yes, there is things I can't tell you because they're feelings towards club, but
Mm.
I feel I'll do very blanket for that part of it. I just feel like it's still me adjusting to club life just because, I've never been with a club and all that stuff, so it's just adjustment. It's fine. I'll move past it, get over it, whatever you want to call it. It's just, whole thing. It's fine. I'll be fine. It's not like, well, maybe I am losing sleep over it. I don't think I am though, but
Is
whatever.
there something I've done?
I guess, yeah. Okay. What I'm about to say is probably not going to come across well, but I really don't know how else to say it instead of just
Okay.
saying it. I don't know how to. I hate confrontation. I feel like sometimes, not always, but I would, if I had to, you know, guesstimate or whatever, I feel like 85, it might be 80, 85, somewhere in there. I feel like I have to take initiative to plan things, to do things, and sometimes it would be nice to be on the receiving end of it. And I kind of had my feelings hurt that I was not asked to go to Sunday stuff. Because I feel like that would have been a really nice opportunity. Like, yeah, it was quote unquote work and quote unquote not a date and not anything like that. But I feel like that was a very good opportunity to ask me to do something with you, and you didn't.
With that stuff, I didn't know I could. Because Sean just made it sound like it was going to be the three of us, him, me, and Gemma. And honestly, I didn't even realize I was going to go. Because I was like, well, I can't help with that. The only way I would be able to do anything would be moral support. And he was like, I'll see about that. And I didn't even really think I'd be going until last minute. And then I showed up and Piper was there. And I was like, oh. So if I'd known that I could ask you to go, I would have. I think you would have had a lot of fun with me.
But see, my thing is, okay, here's my counterpoint to that. Why didn't you ask Sean of, hey, could I ask Sydney? And if he said no, then I would be like, okay, then I understand it a little bit more. But it's like, ooh, fun thing that we could do together, and essentially first day of Pride and doing stuff together with people that we care about, and I wasn't asked. And that's why I turned my phone off, because I was like, I feel like what's going to happen is Elsie, because I knew there's going to be all these pictures and there's going to be all this hype about it, and I was going to say something either in text to you or to somebody else or on Twinsta that I regret, because I don't think it's fair to say something and then you go, well, shit, shouldn't have said that because I didn't know the whole picture and I didn't understand all the shit and all that.
I'm sorry. I don't know. It didn't. I guess it didn't occur to me to. I guess part of me was like, I didn't want to ask and then get hopes up and then get told no and be like, well, never mind. And it just also didn't occur to me to ask, I guess, which is on me, and I'm sorry.
Because here's the other thing, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to do the race because I would want to do it with you, and I understand why you don't want to do it or
Well, I was
can't
gonna
or whatever.
ask if you wanted to be in the helicopter with me tomorrow anyway.
Well, that's what I was wanting to ask. Was I just rather do the helicopter thing with you because
Well,
yeah,
you-
it's money, but like, here's the
No,
thing.
I was gonna ask that when I saw you today, was if you wanted to be in the helicopter with me.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I feel like the club people that are around are all gonna do it as a family. So, I'm out for that, which is fine. I'm not mad, but and like everyone else is either probably not gonna do it, not gonna be around because it is kind of early for some people, or they're already gonna have another group that's already asked. So I was like, well, I'd just rather be in the helicopter with her versus that, because
I also realized this morning that it's on a Wednesday, so that's date day anyway.
well, and that's
So I wanted
therapy
to
day
take-
for you too.
Yeah, I'm gonna postpone the therapy to a different day this week because of that.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't decided what day yet, but I wanted to see you flying regardless. So I was going to ask you if you wanted to be in the helicopter with me tomorrow. Because I can put 4 people in it. Well, 3 passengers, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like a car.
I worried it was something like that though. That
Well, and the other
Oh.
thing is, okay, I'm gonna tell you something else that I feel like you need to know, because I don't know if you. And it's not your fault because I feel like I do it too. I think it's just we go into our flows of things and we don't recognize things. But like, there are a lot of times you're doing shit and I go do shit because you're doing shit. And then I get busy or I get involved with something. But like, you just say, hey, I want to spend time with you today. And then I might not be able to drop it right away. But, oh, everyone's going to bed and you and I are both kind of still very awake. Let's go do XYZ. Like, even like Saturday, like fishing. Like, I don't care, Kiki. It's with you. But I would also like to be on the receiving end of shit sometimes. Does it have to be 50-50 even? It could be I do more than you do because sometimes a thought pops in my head or I think of something or whatever. But I would like something.
I know, and it's not something that I'm unaware of. I've been trying to come up with things, but I feel like exhaustion from everything tapped me dry for a little while there. So I'm trying, and I'm sorry. It looks like I'm not.
I mean, we could still run it back to first dates. We could just go on the boat and go do something. We can go bike riding. We can go sit somewhere and just talk. Like, it doesn't have to be fancy. It's just, I don't know. Also, it's our wedding. It's not just your wedding.
I have been saying my wedding a lot, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Because and part of it's, trauma, but, it kind of makes me feel, and I know you don't intend to make it feel this way, but it kind of feels like I am just holding a role so you can be married.
Which is not the case at all.
And I know that, but that's how it feels like sometimes in the moment when you say, oh, it's my wedding. And I'm like, I know what she means. I know, I understand. It's just, sometimes it just happens, but there's times where it kind of,
I'm sorry.
No, you don't do. an emote for a minute, and you're like, "What is it?"
I am trying to do better on that. There was a moment where I caught myself doing it. I was like, how many times have I said that? God damn it, I'm such an idiot. I am trying to do better at that. I
Ow,
don't
ow,
I don't know.
that hurt my eye.
I'm sorry.
And this is not a. This is not a whole. This is what you're doing wrong in our relationship, and fix it.
I know.
This is. I just don't think you recognize it because I'm gonna be honest, babe. I've been the best you've ever had.
You are. You are the love of my life, and I love you, and I am so
Yeah, the best.
happy and grateful that I have you in my life, and I wouldn't
Best
trade you for anything.
around. Oh, that should be good.
And I'm sorry.
I still love you. I still want to marry you. This is not changing any of that. You understand that, right? That
Yeah.
logo scared me.
It's a me thing. The one thing that I've always been scared of if I ever got into a relationship again was making someone feel the way I felt in my last one, and I was worried that I was doing that to you when I saw how you were this weekend.
Well, and that is very much a healthy way to get my aggression out, I guess is the best way to call that. Because, you know, I could probably easily have gone out and started shooting things, and that wouldn't have been healthy. So I'll just go do laundry. But I turn off my phone because I'm going to see all that, and it's going to make me upset that my fiance didn't ask.
I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. This conversation is things that you might not see because okay, here's the thing. We both are learning how to do a healthy relationship. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I have not had one, and I don't think you have. And if I'm wrong, correct me on that.
No, not the best. I also wasn't really with someone who listened when I tried to communicate, so I think part of me just stopped communicating because I am not used to
I
being
need to walk around, Chan.
listened to.
I'm going to fall asleep. And I need you to communicate shit to me. Don't just think. Like, here's the other thing, and I think it happens in relationships in general. I think assumptions are made. People assume that this person knows, oh, my partner understands, my partner knows, my partner XYZ. And yeah, I might know that, but I might not know it from your perspective. I might not know it from the way you're feeling about it. You have to tell me shit.
Mm. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. We're done being sorry. We're done. All done. I love you. Do you still want to marry me?
I love you. Yeah, of course. You still want to marry me?
I looked at the calendar just to see what all things were happening, and I looked at the 27th and I said, there's nothing there yet.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you mean
there's-
for like events?
Yeah, like there's nothing planned for that day.
I was thinking the community calendar, and I was like, no, I definitely put it on there the day we came up with it.
No, I knew that. Okay. Yeah, like the one on your phone.
Yeah, I mean, Sean knows not to put anything there, and if anyone else does, well, I guess I'm missing that event because I'd rather go to our wedding.
I would hope so.
We can postpone our honeymoon for Pridechella.
I want to go to Pridechella so bad. Like I was like, I will postpone it. I will wake up on a Sunday for that shit. That's fine.
But I'm not postponing it for the summer camp, as cute as that sounds, or anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Heck, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'll even postpone it for JJ and Faye's wedding, because who knows if it's even still happening that day.
I keep saying it, and I know I'm very broken record about it, but I really, really, really feel like they're just gonna oh, we're married. Like they're just gonna elope randomly one day.
I feel like Faye is just going to forget. I think JJ will remember, but I predict JJ remembering, Faye needing to be reminded every 10 minutes about it, about like when it is. And then JJ just going, fuck this, and just doing it.
I think JJ's doing all the planning. I think she's literally like, quote unquote, the
God.
groom and just showing up.
Oh my god.
Because there was one time they said something about it at church or after church, and she was like,
Mhm.
something was asked, and JJ answered, and she goes, I don't know. And JJ went, oh my god. And I was like, he was like, I've told you about this. I've told you multiple times. And I'm like, okay, the fact that she's not remembering JJ is a little, I would be a little concerned.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because she's constantly cooked, which is why she doesn't remember, I think.
Yep.
I love you.
Oh, here's the thing. I love you too. I'm assuming you're going to be around for a little bit.
Yeah, I got some stuff to do for business council things. It's kind of dumb. Both T and I are in agreement that it's stupid.
Mm.
So basically, there's a business where the owner at some point got harboring a fugitive. And an FIB agent decided to contact a former FIB agent who was a treasurer about it. I don't feel like the treasurer should really give a shit about the status of businesses because treasurer is about money.
Ouch.
So they came in to the chat like, hey, Kiki, can you start a non-compliance form? And I was like, a what? And she was like, look at report this, copy that, paste it, and make it for this business instead. And I was like, but why?
Mm.
And she was like, well, because so and so from the FIB has said that they have this charge. And I go, okay, do we know anything about it? Well, we know the legislation says, okay, but do we know anything about the charge? Honestly, unless they were harboring the fugitive at the business, I don't see why it should make a fucking difference that they have harboring a fugitive. Like, call me crazy. But like, I understand certain felonies keeping someone from having a business, but why should all felonies keep someone from having a business? So, and also, T is actively rewriting the Pierce plan because it's really vague, but also really black and white with no leeway on a lot of things. And so he's like, I'm redoing this because it's shit. So I said, okay, I can do that, but I'm going to wait for some input from T. And she's like, the sooner we do it, the better, or else that's going to make it harder for them in the end. And I'm like, okay, maybe if I wait like a day or two. But if I wait like 10 minutes for T to say something, that's not going to fuck anyone over. And again, I also don't know anything about what happened with this charge. And I feel like there should be a discussion. Like I made the report. I started it. I have not texted the owner yet because I'm waiting for T to take charge on that. And he said, I'm going to take over this one. Because he doesn't feel like someone should be punished when he is actively working on changing the legislation.
Yeah.
But then this person just keeps going, well, the legislation, it's not policy, it's legislation. And T just goes, I am the state. And I texted him like, hey, I don't really like that we're being pushed like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand it's something that needs to get done, but I also don't like how pushy they're being. And as a victim of the FIB being, you know, malicious in every way, I'm sorry if I come off spicy in this chat. And he's like, no, I agree with you. Because I said, what did I say? I said, I can get the report started at least. I just also know the FIB has a history of maliciousness in nearly everything they do, she said to a former FIB agent. So I tend to hesitate with them until I have all the information that's necessary for a situation. And also taking a couple minutes to get the mayor's input on something isn't going to hurt a timeline. So then T said some things. She goes, when was he convicted? Because if he appeals it, pauses the timeline wait too long, and it's past the appeal window when he has less options. If he goes for expungement, then he only has a certain. Honestly, I feel like if somebody is actively in the process of doing something, fuck your time frame.
Yeah, 'cause
he
they're
only
trying.
has. Yeah, it's like, he has a 21-day window. On day 20, on day like 17, he finally gets noticed for an expungement. Well, sometimes an expungement can take a week. I'm not going to fuck someone over for something that's beyond their control. She said, one might argue that it's part of the business council's job, because if he loses out on the chance to save his business, it can open up a civil liability. To which I eventually said, it also feels unreasonable to ask the business council or even the mayor's council to constantly be checking owner profiles every day, seeing if they have any new felonies. We can't be expected to watch over them 24/7. It needs to be worded that they have to make us aware when they've got a felony that interferes with business ownership. Or, PD could do that, or someone could do that. And Alfie goes, there are 151 businesses, excluding government and other miscellaneous, shut the fuck up, Twinsta, miscellaneous businesses. It is insane to be going in every day and checking. So then this person goes, the reason it's up to business council is because that's part of the job description. I mean, otherwise you'd have PD, FIB left to enforcement. We're not saying enforcement. We're saying it's absolutely unreasonable to expect us to sit down. All right, gonna have my morning coffee. Let me check someone's profile. You know the disadvantage of that as well? I tested it with yours. If I go to your profile, and then I go to another page, and then I go back to your profile, the list of your priors rearranges.
Yeah, which is hella annoying.
It's really annoying.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Anna! So, now we're gonna be dramatic about it. Oh my god!
We'll go over there.
So then,
I want to get distracted.
No, you're fine.
Well,
then,
that's
say you owned a business and you had the harboring a fugitive. Say you didn't have it, and then I refresh the page and you have it, but because the whole thing rearranged, I don't notice it because it's not in the same place that it was the second, third, fourth, or fifth time I looked.
I think it needs to be alphabetical.
Alphabetical would be great. Or even date of when you got it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that too. Because there's been times I've looked for the animal cruelty charge on mine and I can't find it, and I'm like, did it come off for some reason? And I'm like, huh?
The Pierce plan is badly written and not something we need to uphold when it's actively being changed.
Bark, 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 bark.
This was put in on the way out of their term with things they never had to deal with. So they go, it's legislation, not policy, though. I am the state. If it's brought to attention, that's one thing. We also know nothing about his charge. When did he get it? Oh my god, Twinsta, shut the fuck up. When did he get it? Did he get it today, yesterday, last week, 3 months ago? We don't know when it happened. The problem is how vague things are written and how there's no leeway. The mentality also feels very set up to fail. And this person just replies, yep. Basically acknowledging that the system is shit. So I texted T. So without her rushing us, I'm gonna just flowchart it here with you to be sure of the process. We get informed somehow of their felony, and then what? We FOIA, find out what happened. I don't know. Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Report up. Notify owner of the option/situation. It's the process between finding out and the report. Like, am I responsible for getting a FOIA? Am I responsible for finding out the situation? Am I responsible for finding out when he even got the fucking charge? Like, what if he's had this charge for months? Which, honestly, if it's about who I think it's about, he's had this charge for a hot minute. because it's probably about Colt.
Mm,
Because Colt had a huge warrant for some Allison bullshit. And I don't know when he got, but I do know that it was probably a while ago. Which means that he's probably had that charge for a hot minute.
yeah.
And you're only just now telling us he probably is technically outside of that 21-day window.
Yeah. It'd almost be nice, and I know this would be a really big ask, and it probably isn't doable, but I feel like if there was a charge that you got charged with that's kind of concerning, I don't know. It show up somehow, like, when you have a warrant, there's that little blip that says you have a
Like a
warrant.
different color or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be nice.
just even like maybe not even like on like where it is, but like maybe off and like maybe not even that big, but just something that like it catches your eye and something that you're like, oh, that's new. What's that? Oh, okay. Then like if you're gonna appeal it or get a expungement or something, then that way you're going, okay, I have all the facts, kind of a thing. Or like a tag, or like a tag or something. I don't know, something like that.
What would be nice is if PD or the DOJ could just take that extra single step and just go, this person owns a business and just received this charge. I should maybe tell someone on the business council.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it should be on them to tell us, not on the business council to be looking every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's exhausting. Like they said, there's 151 businesses. They're doing an audit right now, and there were a bunch of them that got missed. Why? Because there's 151 businesses.
Mm-hmm. You know what I do sometimes when I'm bored, and I don't do like not very often, but I'll be like, I'm just gonna look at businesses, like just see who's around and like what's around and whatever. And there are businesses I'm like, I have never heard of that business before in my life.
There's actually a lot of businesses about to be shut down for a various number of reasons.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, and then people, or like, if we're standing somewhere and somebody's like, oh my God, this one business has never been open, and everyone acts like they know exactly what it is. And I'm like, I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. There's at least one or two businesses like that are being shut down. Can't say which ones yet, but
and there's some like cute ideas too. Like I'm like, that would be really cute. I wish they were open, but whatever reason, they're not.
But that is something that it's probably gonna keep me up for a little while. Is working on that. DMV be popping. What does she mean? There's one person there. What does she mean? There's popping.
The one thing, you know what? I guess because you said Gemma and it just kind of blew my brain. Gemma asked for me to help her with bridesmaid stuff, and I don't think I have all the stuff. Like I think I kind of remember. So yeah. So maybe I put it in that one with just the three of us. Maybe you or Sean can get with her and get that done, and then I can get Prime because I feel like he's gonna be around a little bit more lately. So
I don't have the men's stuff. I don't think.
I would feel like Sean would, yeah. Because okay. Sean's not doing drag, right? He's doing.
It doesn't sound like he is. We did. I do also remember we took the time to make a suit. Actually, let me see if I have it. I just didn't. have some things from him, but I don't know if they are. Ooh, one of these might be it. But I don't really have a way to check because I am not a man. But he did send me a couple of things that I think are for men.
I mean, I feel like I could put it together, but I think I would like miss like one little thing or something, and then I'd be upset. So
Yeah. Ooh, I think these are because they're the same day.
they're what? I'm sorry.
These are the same day as when I did the lady stuff.
Okay.
But I have option 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Hmm.
So I don't know what's what.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll send them to you anyway, so I don't lose them.
That's fine. That's fine. Do we? Do we? Blanking on how to ask this question. Do we need to get with Sean on what a decorating day for the wedding stuff? Or is it just gonna, ta-da?
It's just gonna get put together. We don't have to be there
Okay.
for it.
Okay, okay.
But he does want to do a rehearsal. That much I know.
Yeah, I knew that. Okay.
I was so annoyed when I asked people to give me their availability, and some of them went, "Just tell me to show up, and I'll show up." And I went, "No, I need you to tell me when you're available, so that we don't go, 'Hey, we're meeting up now,' and you go, 'The one day I'm not available.'" And you know what fucking happened? Marcy told me her availability, and one of the days she's not available is the Thursday before, which is probably when it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, see?
Yep.
This is why I need to know.
Or they do the thing where they're like, I could do that day, except that time.
Yeah.
I could do it an hour before or an hour after, but like right then is when I do this. And I'm like, you can.
Yeah, it's a huge pet peeve of mine when I ask people for availability and they just tell me when and I'll show up. Now, it's one thing if you say, I'm just going to always be available. I don't currently have any known stuff. I might, I'm not going to ask Percy to do it because he's broken. But I might find a man to help me with making sure this is actually what I think it is. Apparently, Percy got the shit beat out of him multiple times and then thrown down a mountain.
Today?
I don't remember. Why is Shay calling? Hold on. Hello? Yeah, what's up? Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's not about being pissed off at him. It's more about like we don't necessarily claim him. We treat him if we need to, but we don't go searching for him because he could literally be anywhere. I appreciate that. I will let the others know. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. Appreciate that. All right. Bye. Apparently, Fish chewed on some wires on an X-ray machine and electrocuted himself, and then ran out screaming when told they were going to call the vets.
I
I'm
love
not going
that.
to go look for him.
I know I was gonna say I love when you answer his phone and you just and the way you answer it and what you reply to whatever is being said. I'm like, oh, that's Fish. I don't even need to ask. I
Don't
know
even
it's
need to
Fish.
ask.
And then you're like saying,
It's like,
"Duh-duh-duh-duh."
hi.
I'm like, yep. And you'll start explaining what it is, and I'm like, yep. That tracks. Oh my god.
I tried to put a rainbow over our door.
Oh,
but
at
the
the
walls
hotel?
of the dream. But the walls of Dreamview are really cursed.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't take it down. Gemma had to. Because from far away, things started flickering. As if it was like between the wall.
Oh
I was like, Gemma! There's Marcy calling. Hello? What's up? Okay. Wait, really? Why? Huh? That's weird. Mention it to Sean.
There you go. Go get it.
Oh. Okay. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but I wonder if something happened when they changed all the other crosswalks. Yeah. All right. Maybe. I don't know. Because I know there's a bunch of them Legion Square now. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. What? Marcy was lamenting over the lack of gay crosswalks in Polito, apparently. Like, I guess they're all gone? I don't know.
Huh.
How you feeling?
I don't know why I'm so tired, but I am. Like, so I went somewhere because I needed a moment to myself, and Thomas called, and I was like, I'll let you know when I'm free. And I'm like, I'm probably gonna text him and be like, listen, I'm dead. I don't know why, and I need to save my energy for tomorrow because tomorrow's gonna be a long day, and I just nope.
Well,
you know what's funny?
Hmm?
I love when we finally get time together and everyone calls.
I know! My phone has been basically silent until now. And, like, I'm only answering because of who's calling. Like, if it wasn't a number I had saved, or if I, like, don't feel like talking to them, or they might not have something important to say.
You should get a secretary, and then she just, like, not answer the call, and they'd be like, reach out to my secretary. Let them know. Yeah. They will let me know. But no, it's always funny to me.
Now there's a cop calling me?
Which one?
Dallas Moore. Are they? Why are they? Are they calling about Fish? They're probably calling about Fish. They can leave a message.
Yum.
I'm just gonna text her that I'm in a meeting. Can't answer. What's up?
Yep, definitely in a meeting.
That's what I do every time. Even if I'm just like sitting and doing nothing.
Yep.
Wait, it might be her over by Paw Hub. Maybe I shouldn't say I'm in a meeting. Because wasn't there a female officer over there? That wasn't Kira?
I didn't.
Was Kira the only? Let's wander over there real quick. It's probably about Fish, though.
Oh, I need to ask you a question, but it's going to be a whole thing. So let's do this, and then I'll ask the question.
Okay.
No, it's nothing big. It's just, it was like, oh, it's going to be a whole thing. And then
Oh, all right.
interrupt by this, and then what were we talking about? And then they all gone. They're all gone.
Oh, never mind then. I'll just let her text me if it's an emergency.
Yum.
Although I might get closer to Anna and shout something at her real quick. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll shout at her about fish. Anna! Anna.
Hi, Brutus.
I just got a call from Shay that fish electrocuted himself and then ran away. And I was like, okay, we'll deal with it if we see him. And then I immediately got a call from a cop. It's probably about fish. All right, we're good.
All right.
I have a feeling she's very interested in what's in that box. So she probably didn't hear anything I said.
No. That's what I do sometimes. I'm like, I'm just going to rearrange some stuff. And then people come up and talk to you, and you're like, I'm still rearranging.
Yeah.
Or it's like,
so what's the question?
It's like you're in the middle of a text and someone asks you something. You're like, hold on. I'm not ignoring you. But I need to finish this text. Oh. And is all the family on your side coming still? Question mark.
As far as I am aware, I got an official RSVP from Tommy and Justin. Veronica's in the wedding party.
That was a dog for a second. It was a deer.
Mom and Dad haven't said anything about not being there. Cleo, I don't think Cleo is even gonna. It's fine. I sent Cleo's invite just so she wouldn't complain that she wasn't invited.
That's fine. Cleo, no.
Lizzie, I'm not surprised. No answer from her. She's probably in Germany again. But I think of everyone I invited, I'm pretty sure they're all gonna be there. We're at like I think 60 people.
Oh, the other one I thought of was Nora, the EMS. Since she has been like
again?
Nora, that EMS that does the fight night stuff. I thought about inviting her since she is there. So like kind of a little.
We could send her an invite if you want.
I think I thought about that after the last fight night. I was like, you know what? She's up here helping a lot, and she's a good one. So. Oh, my eyeball hates.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I can send her an invite later.
Oh, and Malcolm and Via, I think are two other ones. I don't know if you have their numbers. I have them if you don't. Or if you can just find them, that's fine. It's up to you, whatever.
Is Malcolm still dating Ember?
Yes. Which
So
I did which I didn't know that they were dating until he went so it was me, Malcolm, Via, and Ivy from the Reapers, and he was like, I need to go pick up Ember from the U because she's done, and I guess a bunch of shit was popping off down there, so we kept like going back to check and make sure everybody was good, and then we'd go back to do what we were doing, and like it didn't click, and then he was like, at the end, we dropped somebody off and picked her up, and like the way you started, I was like, huh, I didn't realize that. And I was like, oh, that makes sense now, and then I didn't realize Ember was Ember because she didn't have her hair done like she normally does. So I was like, who's this chick? And then she started talking, and then they said Ember, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So Ember told me she has a +1, which I'm pretty certain is Malcolm.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So I can send one to Fia. I can also double check that Malcolm is Ember's +1.
Yeah, that would make sense now, though.
Otherwise, Bison hasn't replied yet, I don't think. will harass him.
Mm.
I feel kind of bad
Mm.
because I learned that so the other night when Skylar was quitting PD and she was hanging out with us, we saw Bison. He got a promotion to sergeant. And something that Skylar is experiencing right now is she has been invited to interview for sergeant, and it has been rescheduled 5 times. And then there are people who are getting sergeant who Bison's good. He is a good officer and all that. He's, you know,
Yeah,
he has
that
been
one's
in the
fine.
sergeant role before, but he has only been an officer a short period of time, whereas Skylar has been one for a hot minute, and I'm pretty sure was one before the restructure.
Mm.
So, you know, it stings a bit when that kind of thing happens. So we saw him and we were just chatting and hanging out and making jokes. She made a Star Wars joke and he was like, "How dare you?" And then he got in his car, turned the lights on, and then backed up to hit Skylar. And then because I was standing next to Skylar, also hit me.
Mm.
I didn't care. I gave him some shit about it, and that was about it. You know, I wasn't actually upset by it because it was
Yeah.
just dumb shit.
Yeah.
I got some texts that were like, "By the way, who was the officer that ran you over?" from like Allie and some others. And I was like, "It was my brother. It's fine. I don't care."
Yeah.
Like I'm not out here trying to report my brother for running me over with a car, except to our parents, which I did do.
And I mean, okay, and there's the thing like a silly little bump or goofy guy
Yeah.
shit
He
versus
didn't completely run me over. He just knocked me down.
well, or I mean, there's always the intent behind it, right? Like I would have been like, okay, that he didn't mean anything by that. It was just stupid. It was just being stupid.
It was just dumb shit for a joke.
Yeah.
He also said lights and drove away. Like, lights are on. Like I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten mad about that one.
Yeah, but I guess some people did.
Because there are cops that I'm like, if they did that, I would have been upset. But it's Bison. Like Bison's stupid. Like Bison just whatever.
Yeah. But it's also the day he got promoted, I think. So I feel bad if people are reporting him for doing that the day he got his promotion. Because I worry that if, you know, it's handled a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
He might get fucked over and they might forget the fact that he is a suitable sergeant.
Yeah. I think it's the difference between knowing time and place of being goofy and when to be serious and locking
And it was
in.
it was a fine time of being goofy.
Yeah.
We were just at the casino. We were just vibing. It wasn't a lock it in serious moment. We were literally making jokes and making fun of him.
Which is easy to do.
What's this? Pilot just reached out to me. Okay.
Who reached out to you?
The owner of Anaheim.
Oh, okay.
I was told it was issued when they. We didn't get informed until over 21 days later.
They're saying that, or you're saying that?
I got a call about the business. I asked when it was issued, and they told me over 21 days. I don't think it's right that we do something. I don't think that's right that we punish him for us not knowing. It's also not really his response. They said it is a self-reporting system. Let me look at this shit. I don't think it is.
Yes, I am getting more and more cooked. You know when your eyes start getting tired? I just feel like my eyes are just like, ugh. But I want to finish my food, and I'll probably do this for a little bit longer. Probably 10, 15 or more minutes, and then probably go to bed.
It says nothing about them self-reporting.
Say again, I'm sorry.
It says nothing about them reporting it themselves.
So are you gonna have a normal day tomorrow, technically?
Yeah,
You have to reschedule therapy.
Yeah, I'm gonna reschedule therapy, so I'll wake up at my normal time and probably spend the morning helping Sean out because he's probably gonna be freaking out.
What are we? Is there anything
Mhm.
like Are we doing any food truck type of things or no?
Here, let me show you the track. Because I don't think we're going to be able to do a food truck for that.
Because I was just thinking, like, if somebody gets thirsty in the middle of it somehow, because you know, there's always that one person that forgets to eat and drink before. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed soon. It's 6:30, and I know I'm gonna be up at like 3, wide awake, but I can't stay up anymore. My body is like, no, we're done. Yeah.
Let me find it. So when I ran it with you,
Mhm.
that took us 30 minutes just to swim and run it. And that's not including the bicycling and
And
the
where are
dirt
we
biking.
starting? Oh, I see. Never mind. I'm
Mhm.
blind. I see. I seriously, it might be that pretzel. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna wake up at like 3 or 4 and be wide awake. But ugh. That's not coming up here to bite me. Don't you do it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
So yeah, it starts at that little bridge, instead of the point where we started the other day. And then everything else is just swap points. Mm-hmm. So I spent this morning going around on my bike taking pictures of the swap locations. I just said in the group chat, it feels ick that we weren't told until after 21 days. Because I would love to say it feels malicious that we weren't told until after 21 days, but
Yeah, but the ick
can't
thing
prove that.
I feel like
The
the
ick
ick
thing
also
comes across.
Yeah. I'm going to go head home because I know I
Okay.
have to drive and I can feel myself ready to pass out. So
Okay. I love you.
I love you. I'll see you when you get home / the
Yeah, I'll be
morning.
home in a bit. Mm-hmm.
You do
Want
whatever
me to
you
wake
need to
you
do.
when I get home?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then I will wake you when I get home.
I hate when it does that.
I just realized I don't know if the baton has been submitted, so I should probably run up and do that. It's a cute baton. Eddie made it.
I feel like Eddie does really good stuff like that. Though.
He does, yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Hmm?
I think it's weird. I don't know why I think it's weird. was like, I'm gonna go kiss her by car. I was like, Anna, stand right there. That's weird. I don't like it. I feel weird.
Car has been running this whole time. I thought I was imagining it.
You know what? I heard it and I thought, and then I thought it was
I thought
yours.
it was one of the PD cars at first.
Yep.
I love you.
You'll see you when you get home.
Hmm.
Safe.
Some rest.
I love you.
I'm safe.
Okay. Sorry, chat. I am going to bed. I will start probably roughly when Kiki starts. Yeah, I'm going to bed. My eyes, like you ever when you're getting tired and your eyes just feel like they're like 20 million inches in your face, like they're not, like they're so sunken in. That's how I feel right now, chat. I'm so tired. I don't know why. I slept a good amount. I probably could have slept a little bit more, but I'm so tired. Oh. So tired, chat. I'm so tired. uh God. I hate that. I hate it so much. God, I'm so tired. Oh, wait, hold on. God. Hate. Hate. Why is it not? Why is it? Huh? Why? Oh, there it goes. I'm gonna use it. I just think it's funny. I'm gonna use it right before I go to bed. In case people find me and want to talk for 20 minutes. Like, oh my God. I'm so tired, chat. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm this tired. Wait, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I want to hear my music. Yeah, like things. Okay. I like went to bed and slept for like an hour. Woke up for like 2, went back to bed, and slept basically all night. I think I was up for like 15 minutes. Just because I couldn't get comfortable, and then I went back to sleep. How do you feel about that, Pretzel? Ooh. I can't, chat. I can't do it. Always makes me think of Fortnite dancing. No! Please. Monkey? You hear monkey still? Where would you like us to go today? Which one would you want to go to? Yeah. Ugh. Where did it go? There you go. I'm gonna crash out, chat. Wait. I mean, all right, chat. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna leave scenes, and y'all don't get to see him until Kiki comes to bed. All right, I'm going to bed. I'm crashing out. Real and true. I love you all. See you tomorrow.